Hi, I'm Michelle Hardy, and today I wanted to talk to you about setting boundaries. And when you say no, it's a clear no. Sometimes we just don't know how to do that. And so I wanted to give you some tips to help you so that you feel more comfortable with giving your no. Also, subscribe, click the like button, and the bell. As I've gotten older, I know how to say no. And so I think that this is kind of like the thing that when it ages with like fine wine, the more confidence you get, the better you are at your nose. You're more comfortable and you don't have so much emotions tied around your no. We are so afraid of hurting someone's feelings or losing a friend by saying no or disagreeing with someone. And so it's okay because if you really weigh out all of the people who are in your corner versus the person that cannot receive the no, these people are going to outweigh the other person. But we put our focus so much on the one no, and then we give it so much weight and, so much value when we really should just think of it as okay, I have this whole group of people who are supporting me, who are embracing me, and they accept my no. So you have to kind of get that balance where it's kind of like this outweighs that. So I'm going to go with this. And yes, you are going to have this icky feeling by giving them the no, but in the long run, it's going to be better for you emotionally. I made another video about nose, and I will link it here. And basically, in that video, I was saying to be clear. If we're clear right out the gate, then we don't have to be worried about what our no is when we have to give it, right? And then people are more apt to have respect for us because we were clear in what we said in the beginning. So if we have to go and say a no, then okay, so be it. One way that you can tell someone no is say, this just doesn't jive with who I am as a person. It just doesn't feel right on my skin. So I'm going to have to bow out of this, and it's a no for me, right? So, and you don't need a response based on your no. So I know sometimes I will be talking to my mother and I'll say, okay, I have something to say, but I don't need you to say anything. Right. And so that's clear. It's just like, I'm not looking for a response. I'm just going to say what I have to say. Now, that may seem brutal, but it just gives the person time to also sit with what you've said, receive it or not receive it, and you don't get that initial response of their emotion. So you can start the conversation off with, I'm not looking for you to say anything, give me an answer, give me any feedback. I just need to say what I need to say, and then that'll be that, right? If they choose to say something, okay, be ready emotionally to receive what they have to say, but really be clear on what you had to say. You can set boundaries with people, and sometimes you don't even know that you need to set the boundary until something has happened. It's like everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh gosh, now I need to put this person in a certain category in my life, right? And so I want to tell you a little story. I met a lady and we became friends, like not really close friends, but okay, she had my number, I had her number, what have you. One day she calls me, she says, can you come pick me up from, around the corner somewhere? And she says, okay, pick me up over here. So I go and I pick her up, and then she says, okay, drive around the corner, right? And so when I drive around the corner, her house is there. Me not realizing that her house is there, she says, okay, drop me right here. And I'm just like, I picked you up here. And she says, I know, but I just didn't want somebody to see me. So that's why I wanted you to drive me around the corner. And I'm just thinking, this is ridiculous. And so I felt disrespected because I'm just like, we left from your house to bring you back to your house, and all because you didn't want this person to see you that didn't even see you. But it was just kind of like, okay, now I need to set a certain boundary with you because things are just not going well, right? I was really, really irritated by that situation. So everything was fine. And then I had to go and set a boundary. And so she apologized to me for disrespecting me. And I don't even know if you want to call it disrespect, but I just thought it was ridiculous to leave from her house to bring her back to her house, which was right where we left from. And so that's just a little share. And I hope you got something out of it, but sometimes you don't know that you're going to have to take your yeses back. Your, okay, yeah, I'll come and pick you up sometime. Okay, now, no, I can't come pick you up anymore. I can't do it. Because if you're going to take me through this ridiculousness, then no, right? So I hope this little story helped you in some kind of way. If not, it was funny.